It's provocative, historical, philanthropic, and engaging. It's Conversations with Influential African Americans with your host, Niele Anderson.
This is part 2 of a 2-part conversation with Ms. Susan L. Taylor, who is the Emeritus Editor-in-Chief of Essence Magazine, and she's also the founder and executive director of the National Cares Mentoring Movement. Last week, we talked about her departure from Essence Magazine and her new venture, which is the National Cares Mentoring Movement. This week, we discussed the ballot, President Obama, the Civil Rights Movement, and the Black Church. Let's go inside of the conversation with the legendary Miss Susan L. Taylor. Back in the Civil Rights Movement, we were a community and we didn't have to have a reason. We were just always our brothers and sisters' keeper. Why do you think that's changed?
You know, it's such a powerful question, and it's a dilemma, and I ask myself that every day. You know, and all I can say is that we've forgotten. We're taking the things that we have today that were so hard won, that people had to fight for, and that many people died for, including Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X and, Fannie Lou Hamer and so many people who came before them. And we're taking the benefits we have of their hard work, because we're reaping a crop that we didn't plant. We didn't plant these seeds, and we are really reaping the benefit of that planting. And I think that what has happened, the passage in the Black National Anthem, "Lest our feet stray from the places our God where we met thee, lest our hearts drunk with the wine of the world we forget thee." I think we've forgotten. We have our little cars and our little homes, and we have clothes, and we want more and more and more of the things that we think nourish us, forgetting that nourishment really comes from within to the without, not the other way, and that we don't feel, as we did years ago, responsible for one another. We have allowed the gulf between poor Black people and middle class and affluent Black people to widen and deepen. And what we're saying is, I'm a bridge. That's what I'm saying. I'm a bridge. I'm a bridge between the White House and my community. I'm a bridge between affluent Black folk and celebrities and my community. We cannot forget whose shoulders we're standing on. We cannot forget our moral responsibility to help the least among us.
It's really inspiring to see what we can do when we link arms and aims and put our minds and hearts to whatever that effort is. So, group mentoring models, we have people who can train you. It doesn't cost much money. This is what I love about the whole mentoring thing.
We have a new president. He's African American. What would you say to individuals out there that are looking now that voted and stopped? They stopped at the ballot.
I'd say, have you lost your mind? That Barack Obama, as phenomenal as he is, can't save you, can't save us, can't save the country or the world. We have to do the work. And this is an opportunity, it's a window of opportunity where we have compassion in the White House. That's what's been missing, compassion in the White House. We have to organize, we have to have an agenda, and we have to have a plan. We have no plan for the recovery of our children or our community, for our economic recovery, for the numbers of young people who are coming out of incarceration and who need a way in. They need a way in. If you have a felony, no one wants to employ you. So people who have college degrees are having difficulty getting jobs. And the people who are coming out of prison, young people who really want to do better, need a leg up. And the way that we do that is we put together a group mentoring model. So 10 of us go, and we go into the reentry program. We take a psychologist with us, and we sit there and we speak life into them. This is what people go to church for. We don't invite ex-offenders into our churches. We don't invite poor people into middle-class churches. They're not all gussied up and all dressed up. They don't have those resources. So you have people going to church and getting prayed up and, honoring the pastor and raising $50,000 for a pastor's 25th anniversary. But the children around the corner from the church don't have books.
That's right.
Underserved schools are the pipeline to prison. And it's a for-profit system that's being built on the backs of poor children, Black and Latino children. And what we're saying is, hell no, not on our watch. And we're going to stop that. And the way that we stop it is by fixing schools. So when you have a mentor, the California Mentor Foundation did a wonderful study. And it showed that 95% of those who were mentored, of the children who were mentored, didn't drop out of school. They graduated from high school. 90% of them did not do drugs or drink, alcohol to get drunk. And so I just say that this is our watch, and we have to make sure that we do the critical work of taking care of our community. That's our challenge.
Well, you know what you have to do, and you can find out more information about the National Cares Mentorship Movement right here on the urbanpostworldwide.com. Thank you for tuning in to Conversations. Coming up next week, February 24th, take a look at my one-on-one with international recording artist Israel Houghton. We'll be discussing his Grammy win, his latest recording at the legendary Abbey Roads in London. We'll talk about New Breed and family and so much more. That's right here next Wednesday, February 24th at the urbanpostworldwide.com.